Hi, everybody. This is Nate, and I am so delighted to welcome again Linda to my channel. Welcome, Linda. How are you?
Thank you. Glad to be here, my friend.
Always, always.
He wrote me earlier and he said, he sends you the link years in advance. And he's like, okay, just double check and make sure you remember. I said, what? Who?
I knew you were joking.
Just to give him a little rile there.
I knew you were joking.
Oh, you did? You
Yes,
got, you
yes.
got you know who I am then. I
So,
watched your show with Nessa. It was very good.
oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, we had a good time.
Yeah.
And I have another show that I'm really excited about. It's called Meet the Psychic Press.
I
And
saw that. Yeah. I watched one of them. Yeah.
oh, and it's a
That was
little bit
cool.
different because we bring viewers to the show. So it's people who are viewing the show who are actually asking the questions. And so they
Cool.
come to the recording studio and ask their question, which is a little bit different. So
Yeah.
we will do another Meet the Psychic Press this weekend, actually, with three new
Awesome.
people.
I'll be
Yeah.
gone this weekend, but I can catch it in Southern California.
Okay. So we have a couple topics here, and let's kind of get started. Um, so a lot of, I mean, recently it's been a lot about Trump's health. It's been kind of everywhere, not just I felt like within the psychic community, but also like not really mainstream media, but mainstream YouTube. There's been like news channel that are not necessarily psychics that are actually talking about it.
Oh,
So
look
it's
at his
not just,
ankles. My God,
yeah.
they're folding over his shoes. And look at his hands now. But let me tell you, we've been saying this
For,
since he got in. He's not going to last for the whole time.
no.
Something's going to take him out.
And it's interesting. I wanted to kind of get your thought about it. The when I did a quick reading, like it was a week or so, I was getting like the ear, the head, but also the stomach area.
Hmm.
So the stomach never appeared before. So I was just wondering, like, can you sense something in that area,
I
the
sense that
stomach?
there's some medication he's taking that's really starting to affect his gut.
That could be that.
And he's complaining about it out loud. That's what I sense. He may have a little diarrhea.
Could be like as much as possibly like bleeding, maybe ulcer bleeding in the stomach. I was kind of
If he
getting
was
that.
bleeding in the stomach,
Like,
they because he's watched
yeah,
very carefully.
of course.
It would show in his stool, and they would definitely be bringing him in to figure out what was going on.
Yeah. And there's really the sense like, did you get the sense? It's not confirmed, but they told him we're not going to be able to cure this, or we're not going to be able to fix this. We can only manage this condition, but we're not
Yeah, but
being able to.
he's such a pussy. He's such a baby. They have to be very careful. They've been instructed by the people around him. Don't tell him he's going to die. I'm telling you right
Yeah.
now. He knows something's up. That's why he's talking about heaven.
Yes.
He's sending out flyers to his people asking for money to get him to heaven.
I did not know that. I heard about the heaven, but asking for money?
Mhm.
That's really
Somebody
unbelievable.
on one of the social medias that showed the picture of it, he said, I belong just to keep an eye on what's going on. And I just got this asking for money so
Yeah.
he can go to heaven. Right up Satan's alley.
Unbelievable. After selling Bibles,
I know.
I know,
I know.
I know. Um, so maybe switching a little bit with, you know, the Epstein files. Obviously, there's the release to Congress.
And
I
Congress said that what they gave us was nothing.
no, it was very redacted, to start
It
with.
was old stuff. A lot of the stuff was old stuff.
I felt like there's not much stuff in there, and I almost feel like even leaks of false information. Like I'm seeing like leaks made up stuff that doesn't even belong there. So it's really not much or fake
Yeah,
from what I see. Yes.
yeah, exactly.
So, Linda, do you see past, this release of those
Well,
files to
I
Congress?
could see Congress subpoenaing the Epstein family because they have all of his stuff.
Yeah.
And they're asking for the birthday book. They're asking, and I see holdups. I see frustration and holdups. So Trump will be right in the middle of that, trying to stop it. But eventually, especially when Trump is exit stage left, we will see the truth. And don't forget, those women are going to make a big public
Yes.
appearance and talk about what happened. And that book is coming out, which I've
Yes.
already pre-ordered. And he still has his people that are mad at him.
Yeah. I feel like maybe not so much in September, but I could see this being a topic really in October. I mean, September will continue, but I feel like it will amplify, especially on the Epstein topic in October, with more revelations. He's hoping it's going away, but it's gonna resurface. I really feel so.
I know it's not done. Yeah.
No, no.
And I just saw a show on Netanyahu, what the some of the stuff he's done. It's pretty bad.
Oh,
And some of the stuff he says about the United States, he looks at us like pawns, like we're nobodies. But he apparently went to Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton was going to do something related to Israel. And he went to him and told him, I've got all the sex tapes of you and Monica. So I need you to do this. And he did exactly. But then he tried to
oh,
get a hold of Monica Lewinsky without being on the phone. And the president's secretary called her and said the president needs to see you right away. And he told her they've got us on tape.
whoa. Well, like,
So he's a blackmailer. He always has been.
Putin was blackmailing about Epstein and other stuff during the summit, the Alaska summit.
Yeah, he told him,
Yes.
he has more too, even.
Oh, yes. It's
But
not.
is Russia friends with Israel?
I feel like there's a connection here. You wouldn't think so because Russia's close to Iran, and Iran and Israel are on opposite sides. But it wouldn't it surprise you, like there's still some connections going on. If their interests come together, there's no reason they wouldn't help each other on some stuff. It, I just feel like there's a line of communication.
Okay.
Yeah. Talking about Israel, I didn't see that in the US news yesterday, but it was in the European news. Lots of people protesting yesterday in Tel Aviv. Lots of people. It was
Ooh.
huge. And I didn't see that at all in the
Oh
US
no,
news.
because here they won't let them.
It was like I've never seen, I mean, of course I've seen, but I did not see such demonstration in Israel, and it was all about stop Gaza, bring back the hostages, and there was just so many people, like the whole city of Tel Aviv. And I was like, wow, something is really shifting because that Netanyahu has only two votes in the coalition
Yes.
in their Congress, and I feel like this is being so pressured that I could see the pressure of the people combined with the alliances and the coalitions not not being good in terms of him holding the power.
Oh no, there's something
Yeah.
going to happen with him being taken
Yes.
out or kidnapped or something. And did you know that the prime minister in 19 something was assassinated and he was for peace? And
Yes.
everybody screamed Bibi. Bibi is the reason this happened.
Um, why
He's
don't we
not a good person at all.
no? Why don't we throw a couple cards on the pressure from their own people? Like, how
Yeah,
is the
we're not seeing
pressure?
it here in America, but I'm
No.
very happy to hear it.
I was shocked yesterday because they reported that, and I was watching the US news, and it's like nowhere. And it was like what a big news, like lots of people, not a small protest, lots. So protests in Israel to bring back the hostages.
And somebody was talking on the social media out here. I think they were in France, and they somebody asked where they were from, and he said California. And they said, "Oh, what's Gavin Newsom like?" Gavin
Wow.
Newsom's making a hit over there.
Yes. Gathering of people with the Three of Cups and then the Tower.
Something's getting ready to happen.
Something's ready to blow up.
Yeah, people are changing their minds according to my cards. The end is near.
Oh,
Might even be November. Look at this. This when the coffin shows with the death card, that's like a death. The cycle will change for the better. Here's a woman involved and coming out of a very, people are very upset. A lot of people are losing hope that their loved ones are still alive.
yes. Plus, the other part was, like it's officially famine in Gaza, and we knew this was going on for so long, but now the fact that it's been recognized officially, that allows for international prosecution because it's man-made. It's not
Hmm.
like weather-made, it's man-made, and so that allows like a lot more scrutiny.
Yes.
So something I think with what you get and what I get, I feel like something's gonna happen with Gaza, the hostages. Trump might be involved, King of Pentacles, saying stop all this.
Well, he tried to say it before and they don't pay a bit. They
No,
could get less. He thinks America is a bunch of
I don't.
idiots.
Doesn't listen. I know. Uh,
Is the same
so
energy going on in Europe or even where you are in Portugal about people very disgusted with Netanyahu?
yes,
Okay.
what he did, I think the general opinion is, of course, like with October 7th, the attack, people absolutely feel extremely bad about the Hamas attack, and for sure. But the Gaza, the famine, the fact that Netanyahu just keep going without really looking for peace, but it's always like looking for more war, and also by the same token, like not really caring for the hostages, it's just it doesn't feel right. And I think, in a lot of European countries, they're asking the EU to stop commercial relationships or support relationships with Israel, like limiting the cooperations because it doesn't feel right. While which is also very hard. There's also a lot of there's a rise also of anti-Semitism in Europe, in the
Yeah.
US as well. So it's just like it feels like everyone loses.
Right. Right. Yeah. I think that
Everyone
too.
loses.
He's going to go. I'm telling all three of them
Yes.
go.
Well,
Bada bing,
yes.
bada boom. I'm telling you, I see Netanyahu going,
Mhm.
I see Putin going, I see Trump going.
So talking about Putin and the Ukraine, and so we had the Alaska stuff. It was crazy.
And
Even
it was just like we said. I don't know if you, I think you said the same thing. Looked like a
nothing would
nothing.
come nothing would come out of it. And then the whole meeting where he had all of Europe, and then he made the call to Putin, and nothing came out of it. What
No.
about that meeting, the three of them? So basically, it's a standstill. So should we read into these?
Well, I
Um,
can tell you right now
yeah.
that Zelensky, they hit the house where the former president of Ukraine lives in Moscow. They bombed it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And he is bombing strategically. He's
Yes.
effective. The guy that I like that talks about Russia, I joined his podcast. He's saying that the lines are just out, just horrible lines for gas. They don't have any gas. I love it. They've hit a whole bunch of their airplanes. They've hit ships. It, I'm telling you, Zelensky hasn't made. And then when Putin hits, he'll hit homes and kill children,
Civilians,
women and children.
absolutely. Uh, and I feel like Putin is yes, there's been some recent progress on the military front, but I feel like he's having problem finding people. That's why there are soldiers from North Korea, and I think I just get the sense like he's trying to get even more from North Korea. Why? It just doesn't have the people.
Well, also the Russians that are going to the front are turning themselves in right away. There was a
They're not
gentleman on there that said that he had hit a whole bunch of Ukraine's, what do you call those things flying in the air?
drones.
Yeah, he hit several of them. And he said other people got the badges and the awards. He said, wait a second, I'm the one that did it. And they said Russia was giving awards to people who don't do nothing. And then he complained out loud a lot. So they demoted him and they've put him on the front lines.
Oh,
And he got injured too, really bad. And he said it, and they think he was assassinated because he says, you probably won't hear from me again. But this whole thing is a fraud.
well, Putin is not able to get more people fighting. I feel like he's working with Kim to bring more North Korean, but that can only go so far because Kim's
Yeah,
also, you've seen that he's ramping up or saying that he's ramping up his nuclear stuff. So,
it'll implode
mm,
on him. I've
um,
seen silos go off with nukes in it. That won't affect anybody but Russia.
yeah. So should we kind of look at what's gonna happen next? Because right now, like everything's at a standstill with the war. It looks like
Well,
can
also, a lot of the Russians are just not wanting to
no,
go to war.
and we can't blame them. The
No.
economy is suffering too. I mean, it's so what's
And some guy, some general or something, he sent these men in and they came back. He said, you made it? You weren't killed? And they said, no. And he says, you guys are supposed to get killed because I get more money when you're dead. The Russians have
oh
something where the generals, if they lose their men, they get a bonus or
on this?
something because they think the men fought valiantly. So he was all upset about that. And then he said, uh, I can't wait to go and tell your wives that you're dead, and then I'll
My
take
God.
advantage of them. It was really ugly. And
Oh,
those guys killed him, and that's good.
yep.
Because I have a
So
friend that served in Vietnam, and he told me, let me tell you something. We had some crays that thought they would just, in fact, he refused to go someplace that this general or sergeant or whatever said, you guys, and he said, I'm not going down there. He said, you will be up on charges. And he said, fair enough, but I'm not going down there. And that night, an angel came to him and told
oh
him, don't go down there and you will eventually have a son. She prophesized a
wow.
bunch of stuff. And that next day, while he's saying, you're all going to be, several men stayed with this guy. He said, you're all going to be court-martialed, and they were all killed. So we're going to look at Putin.
Yeah, let's look at Putin first and then we'll do Zelensky.
I think the other day I just did that. Did you watch my show the other day with my dream?
I just saw the title. It was on my list of things to watch. I haven't watched it
I know I
yet.
can't hardly watch. I
I
just
know.
saw you today with
Yeah.
Nathe.
So Putin, what's going on with him?
Are you still on with our of the swamp? Do you still go on with her?
Yeah,
Okay,
Sherry.
I
Yep.
like her.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh, he's got the death card too. Putin looks bad. Look at this. Evil comes for him. He's
Yeah, I
going to
got
try to escape. Probably by the winter time. Look at this. Nothing. He's just
Yes.
nothing. Look at that.
Nine of Wands, like this is a sick person. And it's interesting, justice in this case, it feels almost like karmic, like it's karma coming. Justice, not in the sense of justice, but the human justice, if you know what I mean. Like the
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
he
yeah,
played Trump because he doesn't respect Trump, acting like he was going to come to the table. No.
no. It didn't leave anything to negotiate. It was basically why the meeting was so short. Because Putin just said, no, I'm not giving up on anything.
And Trump, if you push this, I have tapes that are going to be beautiful.
Because the whole story that
Because he
they
acted
yes,
shook up.
like they found the in a printer in a hotel the whole. So it was supposed to be 6 to 7 hours, and there was a lunch, and there was one-on-one, and there was gifts, and there was all the none of that happened.
He put out the red carpet.
And clapped. So
Are
basically,
you
Putin.
kidding me? And they didn't even have lunch. I don't leave without lunch.
eh,
But and you know Putin saying and they can't belong to NATO. You can't tell them what to do.
no,
And now Zelensky has said, "Hey, listen, we're building our own bombs. We don't need America telling us where we can shoot those bombs."
whoops. When Trump said within 5 minutes I'll know if Putin came here to negotiate or not.
Yeah.
Well, when he was in the car with him, it was pretty clear that there was nothing. Remember when they were supposed to go with their own cars, and then they were in the same car. He probably got the sense that there was nothing.
Okay. Okay.
And then that's what the 6 to 7 hours ended up being like 2 hours.
Yeah. Did you see? Did you see? Putin is the size of a little boy. Did you see him sitting there like this with his eyes on
Yes,
the
yes.
window in that car holding his nose?
Well, the press conference was not a the whole thing was compressed to nothing. But it was interesting with these papers that were left over on a printer, which is really bad. There were also phone numbers involved. They were all confidential information. And you see that nothing happened the way it was supposed to happen. Nothing.
No.
Nothing. All right, let's look at
Do you
Zelensky.
think Putin was already kind of pissed when he went in there?
Yeah, it was already like,
I'm just going to lay down the law.
and just
This is my deal. F you on negotiating. He won't meet with Zelensky.
no. Let's look at Zelensky.
I've been feeling for a while that Putin's been mad at Trump.
That, yeah,
Let's look at our beautiful Zelensky.
Zelensky. I'm getting good cards.
Oh, good.
It started with the sun, Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. It feels like he's able to move things forward.
I think he has a lot of, because he's a good man, I think a lot of angelic forms are around him. He's got the karmic star, the Ten
Yep.
of Pentacles, new beginnings. I'm hoping in my lifetime I can visit Kiev when when it's redone and they're doing tours and stuff.
Yeah. Beautiful angel, Archangel Michael statues, and there's a lot of
Yeah.
beautiful angel energy in that city.
Also, that here Mother Mary makes a lot of
Yes,
appearances.
yes.
Wishes will come true.
Come.
The military will succeed. Look at that. And this is like the Mother Mary card.
Yes.
I love it. Ugh, he looks really good.
I think the momentum is back on his side, but now they're gonna have the winter coming, so it's hard in the winter, really hard. It gets cold. I mean, there's still time, but they know it's hard. the cold, the snow.
Well, so hitting their oil, does that
Yeah.
affect them, Russia, for the winter?
Yes, of course. Of
I
course.
don't,
I mean,
I hate to see families
no,
struggling.
no, no. Um, Linda, I've been, and I mentioned that to you before the show, but one of the hit I got, something brewing. We're staying outside the US for now. In either Central or South America. I'm getting possibly Venezuela. It just feels like a lot of, I'm seeing like fire. I'm seeing like, it doesn't feel good. And we never talk about it, like rarely talk about it. And so
No,
I was just wondering, like, is there something brewing
I see like warfare. What does that mean? Is somebody going to try to take over the capital or something?
for a country in particular, like Venezuela? Because I was getting Venezuela, but could be a different country. Let's look at Venezuela.
Okay.
What's going on there?
It's who's ruling Venezuela? Is it some crackpot?
I think so.
He could be taken down.
Yeah, let's
Maybe
look.
we don't know the story. Maybe people are struck. It's like we don't get the story, like you just said.
Yeah,
People are marching in
and
against Netanyahu, but we don't hear it out here.
no, no. What's going on in Venezuela? Isn't that Maduro? Maybe I could be wrong, but
Think about one of
yes.
Trump's favorite people.
Mm.
I see some sort of takeover.
Oh, yeah. I have like the devil and strength with the five of wands, like a
At
fight.
this, the death card again.
Yeah.
Something will
Oh,
end,
God.
and a strong beginning. It feels like the military will be involved.
Five of Pentacles, something really drastic with the economy as well, like
Yeah,
impact with the money. I haven't studied this, but it could be there's problem with the money that's worth nothing. That's the idea that I'm getting. All of like when it rise with the inflation, all of a sudden your $100 becomes a buck. These kind of
something's getting ready to
yes,
happen. And it feels
yes,
like people will be very upset, and it's probably going to be um, uh, some military could be their own military coming in and getting rid of him. They're going to blame him. Ooh, I love it.
it's brewing. I see this area, South America, Central America. We're gonna talk about it more within the next 6, 12 months, I feel like and it
Well,
will
listen,
come.
and Venezuela has the death card, which means total change.
Yep. Yeah. Um, since we were talking about the economy and money back to the US, I mean, it's already like inflation. So there's a lot in the economy. I forgot her name, the woman for the federal bank that
Yes,
Trump wants to fire,
Lisa,
and
Lisa Cook.
she's saying, "I'm keeping my job. I'm not leaving."
Yeah, she's filed a lawsuit though.
You
He
see her?
doesn't care. He doesn't
No,
care.
no, no. I don't see her leaving.
But I saw her winning her
Yeah,
lawsuit. I saw, but he acts like even if it goes to the Supreme Court, I see the Supreme Court's hands are tied because it is written, no, you can't do that. It's
no.
written that he can't
Yeah, no,
fire.
it can't. And that's probably why she feels so strong to stay.
Yes.
Uh, we can also look at this, and I see prices keep rising September, October, all the way to Christmas. Actually, Christmas prices seem very high to me.
Listen, I went to get a bell pepper the other day. It was
Mm.
$4.99 for one little bell pepper.
I mean, I saw places with a slice of pizza for 9.99,
My God.
and it didn't seem to be that fancy.
Hey, listen, I told my kids I burnt some cheese on the grill. Poured a little tomato sauce on it. I said, "There's your pizza. Enjoy." My kids were so easy to please. They love cup of soup, which is terrible for them, or a hot dog. They didn't care. Mommy, can you burn us some food? Okay.
Uh, and then, of course, like the whole redistricting. So, do you see other states, Republican states?
I see Democrats winning by a landslide,
Mm,
even if they redistrict, it doesn't matter.
no, I
So
agree.
many people. Did you see that Iowa, someone just won in the
Yes,
state?
by a lot.
It's unheard of. But right now, that's all you're going to see is Democrats winning.
Yes. And
That's all you're going to see.
I saw that's something that I saw on your post, Susan Collins being booed and shamed, and it was
Oh, yes.
bad.
I
That was
love it.
really bad.
Would you just let me get something? Ah, shut up. Get out of here.
She was in shock.
And Maine people usually aren't that ugly, really.
No,
Maine people can be,
no,
oh hell no. She's been in office 30 years.
probably.
It's time for her to go. Did you see Grassley's even thinking about throwing his hat in? And he's 98 years old.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Oh my God.
God.
But don't
A-
worry, all this, I'm not even worried about it. I'm not like, oh my God, did you see what they're doing? Because I know it doesn't matter. I know the Democrats are going to win. I shouldn't be
Yes, I know.
so sure because we thought for sure Kamala was going to win. But she did win. It was stolen from her. So
And it's funny, we also don't hear a lot about Musk. So what do you think is going on with Musk? Is he really plotting with Vance against Trump? Uh,
he does talk to Vance, but I don't see them plotting against Trump. Although Trump knows Vance is up to something.
yeah,
Trump is
sneaky.
watching him.
It's so sneaky.
Yeah.
You just can't. I mean, you can't trust any of them. But I would be Trump. I would not trust Vance. He stays quiet, but you can get from his energy. He does so much in the background, and I have. It's interesting because I have through my readings people from all over the country, and a lot of people comment, Vance was in my state and visiting such and such. Every, a lot of time I hear people say it's completely unnoticed and is visiting someone somewhere on a private meeting.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's a much ado about nothing going nowhere. His numbers are lower. Did you hear Trump's at 33% now? Although they're saying Democrats are uh, polling at 23%. Why do I find that hard to believe? But anyway, but did you see that Vance is less? Vance is in the 20s. Nobody likes him.
I don't believe the 33% of Trump. That's out of all those numbers, that's the one I believe the least. That
Well,
can be,
Nicole
yeah.
Wallace said it. Nicole Wallace
Mm.
said right now Donald Trump is polling at 33%.
That seems way high to me.
Really? Yeah.
Yes. That would be like he still
A
get
third
one.
of people.
Yeah, that seems it really depends how they ask the questions and like support, like what would be like the questions, like do you approve? I don't think there would be 33% approve. Is it? No,
Yeah.
no.
He is
Um,
just turning into a cray-cray, putting his picture up on buildings. Did you see somebody added a picture of Epstein?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Is saying and well, also it is interesting also for health reasons. Is not traveling much. And to me, this is clearly for health reasons. He
Oh
made
yeah.
is like is not able to go. Of course, he did some international trips, but he's avoiding travel.
Boy, both
Clearly,
those hands look bad with
Mm,
those bruises.
uh, I know.
He
It, it,
looks bad.
it
He's
yeah.
always looked bad, but never this bad. He
And
can't
it's
stay awake.
and there's like the dementia aspect where it's not just physical, but you can see sometimes in the eyes and the lips. I mean, frankly, you look at some photos, the way the lips are, you wonder if he didn't have a stroke. The way
Oh,
his lips, yes, you look at
it's a
his
little
lips
bit
and
crooked.
yes.
And
So,
where's
and
Melania? Does anybody
that's a
know
good
where she's
question.
been?
Now we could throw a couple cards.
Yeah. Is she just, I think she's worried about her son and his school.
What's Melania's up to? Let's see. Well, even the kids, they're very quiet.
Yeah. I think they
Very,
know he's really ill. Think
very
about it.
quiet. Well, and I've always felt this is like recently in the last 4 weeks, discussions around inheritance, a will, how this money would be divided up. Uh, um, okay, Melania. Let's see.
Where are you at, Melania? I feel like she's around her son.
She doesn't want to get involved.
Nah, she's not interested.
She's not the hermit. She's isolating herself.
Yeah, she's trying to gain
Mm,
strength. She might be a little
yes,
under the weather herself. She might have got a flu or something.
struggling with something. Seven of Wands, like she doesn't feel good. And Five of Wands, she's struggling with something. It could be health. It could be also some problems, some issues, or with
Yeah,
him.
she's definitely struggling with something. She has a boyfriend, you know.
Yeah, I've always felt that something's going on, and it's not going well. Yeah, Nine of Wands. So there's also a health issue with her. But the King of Sword, it's crossing the King of Sword. She's like upset with him. I mean, of course she is, but they seem to be like
Not
almost
getting
like
along.
fighting, fighting,
I don't
fighting.
feel that he's having an affair or anything.
No. First, would she care?
No, I don't think he
No.
can have an affair. I
Well,
don't think he functions. I don't
no,
think
it
the
can't.
mushroom is
No,
growing.
no.
He's got too many, some of those medications he's on
It's-
for high blood pressure. It affects his abilities.
he can't perform in any kind of
Thank
way.
God he's not young, because if he got in that
Oh,
office when he was young, he would have been having affairs with everybody.
everyone, everyone. No, she's holding her own, Queen of Wands. She doesn't want to be involved with
No,
all of these. What's going on with the kids? The kids, I mean, Ivanka, she's been gone from the news for
she went
since.
to one of his wrestling rallies.
Oh,
You
she
know how
did.
he likes to go to that? She went to one of those.
Mhm.
And did you hear that Jack Smith wrote to the Department of Justice and said, "So what's all this I'm hearing about you guys putting me under investigation? I haven't heard from anybody."
Oh my God.
He wants them to put him under investigation so he can have a court hearing and bring up everything he knows.
Yes. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. It's like the perfect excuse to open up what he
Yeah.
knows. Absolutely.
I see
Um,
Eric Trump trying to support his wife. She's a horrible singer and she thinks she's a great singer. She's terrible. Oh my God.
what
And
does
I
she
think
sing?
Trump tried to let her sing at his events and
Oh
stuff, and
my
she's just
God.
a laughing stock. Yeah.
Wasn't it at the inauguration? Remember the singer? Something. It wasn't that Carrie Underwood who was singing, and
Yeah,
then
what a disappointment.
the microphone, but it wasn't that funny that the microphone didn't work.
She
I
was
thought,
furious.
yes, she had to like sing without microphone. It was the whole thing was bad. I was disappointed. I thought she was pretty okay. I could not imagine she would sing in the inauguration.
I was shocked, but she's from Oklahoma.
No, no.
And her husband are upset because they can't get any workers for their farm. Wonder why?
Yeah, of course. Uh, did you see talking about immigration? Abrigo Garcia they were trying to send him to Uganda and this got
Yeah,
stopped. This got stopped.
yeah.
You
They
feel
thought
like
they
he's
were
going to be
gonna.
able to stay in the US? I think he's going to be able to stay in the US.
I read on that the other day, and it said absolutely yes.
Yes.
And they would try a bunch of underhanded stuff, but it ends up. Here's the deal. This is my interpretation. You can tell me what you think. But I think Trump is going down within 6 months. He's out of the picture. And then it's nothing but chaos. And then eventually, when we get a Democratic president, all those prisons will be open, all those people will be reevaluated and allowed to come home at our expense from different countries. I just see a lot of stuff going on. So, I mean, I don't know if you see that, but I see
I
that.
mean, a significant health event in the next 6 months. Yeah, I think that's pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like a significant health event. Will he be completely gone before the end of the year? I don't know. I don't know, but I think it will be really diminished. So diminished could be
Was where J.D. Vance steps in and does the 25th Amendment. He's
not have,
incapable of being as president.
yes. Because I mean, I keep saying that I always saw him on a wheelchair. I always saw a surgery. I always that those pictures they never go away. I keep seeing him on a wheelchair, and he's
Okay.
like really unwell. It's not on a wheelchair and just doing stuff.
Hey,
It's on a
everybody.
wheelchair. Yeah, it's on a wheelchair like this.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, like the head like this.
I love it.
Um, so what? Okay, let's kind of maybe close with that. What do we see for like? Let's just try to concentrate on September. What do we see? What do you pick up for September? Anything
For
that comes up?
I feel these next few weeks are going to be troublesome.
Yeah.
Let me look.
Plus, I mean that you saw that on the show with Ness, and I think Andre too. Like, there's a few eclipses. Those are like strong energy. The
Yeah,
lunar eclipse, solar eclipse
yeah. Do you still have that feeling that something's going on?
in September. Yeah. Tell me about September.
We got the karmic stars, so some hope is here. That's good news.
Yeah,
Why does the death card keep coming up?
coming up. And I have the devil like something, and I feel like it feels to me like something very unexpected. It's like something it's for him, something that he doesn't expect. It's just something really unexpected changes the track.
I'm going
It
to
could
tell
be,
you, there's going to be a sudden shock and a death. When these two cards show up, or the
I know.
10 of Pentacles show up, if it was the 8 of Pentacles, it'd be someone will be sick that you think they're going to die. This is a death.
Yes. And you've been getting these a couple times in this show.
Somebody big is going to get ready to pass away, and I'm talking political.
I feel like it's something very unexpected, something that really will really like hurt him, like it is not gonna be happy with what happens. And I felt like we're talking about separate things.
Well,
I felt it has,
If it's
well,
Putin
yeah,
that knows,
it could
that would
be.
affect him.
Yes.
Yeah,
And like a big decision comes through and he's like it shifts everything up. It's like this boom effect that shifts everything.
yeah,
So it's and it could be around those eclipses.
yeah. And also, it's shock and awe is what I'm feeling.
Yes,
Something
yes.
coming up. It's shock and awe. That's what I'm getting. Now, I also feel that I don't know why I got this hit, but the shooting that happened today at the parochial
Yes.
school and two little boys were killed, and the killer shot himself. I feel the Trump administration right in the middle of this, making sure that if this was a MAGA, that nobody knows.
You know, the first thing when I read the news, I got is MAGA involved, and I almost felt like I don't want to bring it on the show because it just felt like biased. But frankly, now that you said it, it was all there
I
from the
think they're going
get-go.
to find something on his social media that he's because you notice that when the MAGA's involved with a shooting, it doesn't last
I was
very
like,
long on the
no.
news.
I feel like they're trying to hide something with this shooting.
Yeah,
King of Pentacles, he knows something about it.
yeah,
And they're gonna like put the lid on it. Yep.
that's what but he uses that DOJ as his own personal.
Oh my God. And Patel, I
And then they
mean,
were trying, remember they were trying to uh get that guy for throwing a sandwich and they wanted the death penalty or something.
yes. Well, it's like
And uh and he uh that judge threw it out. This is overkill, he said.
they, I forgot what I was about to say. I was thinking of Bondi who was like, if you hit a Tesla, if you try to do something to a Tesla, you could get the death penalty. You know, there was this
Oh,
talk
remember
about
that? Yeah.
where yeah. Uh,
And if you burn the flag, you'll serve a year. Well, some guy burnt the flag.
yeah.
He's an ex-Marine, and I guess he's like, come and get me.
You still feel, I mean, you were talking like FBI and stuff with something still seems very fishy with Cash Patel. I still feel a scandal with Cash Patel. We
Yeah.
talked about that last time. I just feel like it's
And they're
brewing.
all talking amongst themselves.
So,
The ones that are keeping quiet to keep their jobs, they know this guy needs to be taken out
oh, and he's
because
careless. I can
he's
see
a
him
danger
careless.
to them.
Like the
And Trump's
information is,
pulling people to do ICE when they should be working on
I
real
know,
terror.
paying $50,000 sign-on bonus to join ICE. Did you see that?
No.
$50,000 sign-on bonus.
And they won't give him the money.
It's
They
just,
won't give him the money.
yes, it's ridiculous.
And that
Ridiculous.
gnome living on High Street, taking that house that belongs to the military for herself, not paying, and that's not in her contract, not paying any rent or paying the government back for her living expenses. And let me tell you, when all this comes down and Trump can't protect them anymore, there'll be a Nuremberg trial. Those people will be standing in line, person by person, being battered by the American public.
Well, it's that the corruption and there's a number of them for insider trading.
Yes,
That goes back through, I mean, like the way that he's been playing the stock market and even himself benefiting from the
right.
stock market with the tariff up and down, 20%, 50%, every time the stock market, then who's benefiting from this up and down?
That's him.
And his people.
Yeah. But all those people around him are will be attacked. Let me tell you, they're not going to get away with treating people like this.
No.
And then somebody made a great comment. Somebody made a comment to a town hall where they were booing the guy. And he talked about we found a lot of fraud in Medicaid or Medicare. And they said, well, gee, that's funny you mentioned that because Rick Scott stole $3 billion from Medicare.
Okay.
There's your fraud right there. Of course, he didn't say nothing.
No. Well, and are they the other one? Are they closing the alligator Alcatraz facility?
Well, apparently a judge, and it belongs to the natives, and a judge has informed them they have to close it. Right now, they're sticking their nose up to her. But that place is going to get totally demolished from natural. It's going to be either a hurricane or something.
Think about the spiritual spirit and energies in that place that belongs to natives and building
Right.
concentration camps on that place. Do you know there's going to be a reaction from weather, from something? It's just you
Yeah.
call for it.
And I haven't heard anything out here about Alcatraz. We have that Alcatraz
Oh,
out here.
yes,
And they were going to redo it and make it about, there's a lot of stuff he wants to do. And I'll tell
a
you,
lot
as
of
soon as
talk.
he's gone, I see those machines breaking up the asphalt and the cement in the rose garden. I see a lot of stuff happening.
Well, I feel like on his own with possible like accidents and weather that might impact whatever he's doing,
And
whatever.
no more tours. You can't take a tour of the White House, the People's House, because he's building that ballroom, which, by the way, will look Liberace looking. That'll get cleaned up. Trust me.
And
I
he's
don't see
planning,
them tearing it down. I see them utilizing it for something else.
is he not planning to rent that room and make money off of it,
Oh,
frankly?
I'm sure he is. I'm sure, but he's not going to live long enough to see the whole thing get done.
Or get that money.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Now they want a piece of the action with big companies. They own a piece of what? Some big company right now, 10% or something. He's saying that the American people get the bet. No, it's in his name. He's getting the benefit.
oh, yeah. But
Dummy.
have you noticed that is, since, like Gavin Newsom has been like putting messages on X, all caps, and copying his style, he went back to his, change his style and stop the all caps himself. So he backed down. He backed
Yeah.
down. He went
Oh, I
back to
think
write
he's
normal.
nervous. I think Gavin Newsom's got him right where he wants him. I think he really is nervous about him.
Yes, well, that's the proof. That's the
Yeah,
proof.
yeah.
It's silly. Well, Linda, thank you so much
Thank you,
for being
honey.
here. It went very fast, and as always,
It
and
sure
thank you.
does. It flies
Yep.
by. And today
10 minutes.
Lulu gets her staples out, so I'm going to be taking her to the vet. She won't be happy, but it'll be done.
Good. Well, take good care of you, Linda and Lulu
Thank you,
and
honey.
Jack, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's Lulu.
But don't
The
you have
other
a
one is Jack. Yeah.
Jack? I was referring to the
He's
other
the
one.
one
Yeah.
that barks really
Yeah.
loud, but he's a big baby.
Yeah.
He's a
And
big baby.
okay, well, see you next time, Linda. We'll set it up
I'll
for next
schedule
time.
you for my
Yes.
show. Okay, honey.
Okay. Bye.
Thank
And
you.
thank you
Bye.
everyone for watching.